Hey guys, it's Doc on Two Wheels, doing a little bit of a different video today. Normally I just kind of really only post riding, whether that's trail, track, street, stupid stuff, whatever. But for those of you who follow my page, you'll see that I had a pretty solid wreck at the Ridge Motorsports Park with track time this Tuesday, 2 days ago now at the time of this recording. I just kind of want to go over, what happened. I'll put the video in here and just kind of give a rundown. So took my FZ10 out, was running Power 6 tires. They were great throughout the entire day, running a close to 2-minute pace, 201, 203, 202, kind of around that range. It's later in the evening, coming up turn 9, and tried to get a drive up a hill, gave it a little bit more gas, and there's a dip right before you head up a hill, and either bottomed out the suspension and the tire couldn't compensate, or just that extra little oomph kicked the ass end out. Ended up going out, catching, high-sided me a little bit. Thankfully, the bike didn't buck me high. I just kind of got pushed up and off to the right since I was leaning right, and put the bike down at around 120 miles an hour. Thankfully enough, the only injuries that I've got right now are a sprained or potentially broken pinky. I think it's the knuckle because it's kind of black and blue and swollen. And some whiplash, like my neck, my head, everything just kind of hurts. But I just kind of want to go over my gear as to why I walked away relatively unscathed. And I will give the two big things, well, I guess three big things. The helmet, my Alpine Stars Tech Air 5 Plasma airbag vest. I won't ride with that one now. I just won't. When you see the video, you will understand why. And then my suit. Not going to drag my suit in here because it's still got a bunch of crap on it. But it's torn up. It's still good for another crash or two. Hopefully it doesn't happen. But it'll definitely take it. But I haven't even taken my cardo off. This is my Shoei X15 that I was wearing at the time of the crash. Also, huge shout out to Motorrads. Their chin mount stayed on during the crash. And it's still on there. Like, that's wild. But this is my Shoei X15. You can see a couple of big digs right here. But the entire visor mechanism ripped off. Lost the visor. Now it's my fault for not utilizing this visor lock, which I think is now stuck in place. Oh, there it goes. I didn't use that. So from here on out, if I'm on track, I'm using it. But this helmet definitely saved my head from much worse concussion, or potentially, worse. A TBI is a TBI, but there's different levels, yeah. See, all right through there. But this is now a mantelpiece. I'm not gonna clean it up, just gonna keep it how it is. But I'm gonna buy another one. I genuinely think that this helmet, if not saved my life, saved me from being even more dumb than I normally am. Glove-wise, Nox Handroids, they don't even look like I went down. Yeah, the palm sliders are a little scuffed up, nothing too crazy, but the leather is still good. I'm honestly surprised that I don't have any more hand injuries, because I've broken this wrist at least twice. And thank you for that TPU slider covering the wrist. I was wearing my SuperTech boots, which, I mean, they're boots. Fantastic. My feet uninjured, ankles uninjured. And I got thrown like a freaking rag doll. But the biggest thing I will say is, let me grab it. Alpine Stars Tech Air 5 Plasma. Will not ride without this thing. Cool thing is, it's got 5 more deployments in it before I need to send it off to get recertified and or replaced. And it's only gonna be like $100 to get the canister, to get this thing back up to snuff and in riding condition. I can't complain. If I walked away from 120 mile an hour high side with a messed up pinky and a little bit of whiplash, I consider myself exceptionally lucky. But all that to say, wear your gear, buy good gear. If you're gonna go out on track, anything can happen. I've been riding for 4 or 5 years now. Plenty of track days underneath my belt, and this is my first crash. kind of sucked. Could have been a lot worse, but you know, if I had just been a little bit smarter with the throttle, realized I was on DOT tires running a pretty decent pace, probably would have been able to ride home that day instead of having to be trailered and having to buy a bunch of new stuff. The bike's in okay condition. It's going to be street worthy again eventually. Headlight, rear sets, new plastic kits, but finding a plastic kit for a FZ10 is kind of a nightmare, so I gotta, you know, get what I can get. Other than that, I'm doing good. Can't complain too much. Super odd kind of video, not my forte. But if y'all like this and want to see anything more, just let me know. I'm not opposed to doing videos like this, going over gear, details of gear. I mean, I do this for a living. I work at a cycle gear, so gear's kind of my forte. But anywho, if y'all want to see videos like this, let me know. I'm more than happy to do reviews of gear, kind of break down what happened with certain situations, all that jazz. But if you stuck around for the whole video, I appreciate it. Yeah, keep it rubber side down. Don't do what I did.
Yep, a little sore, but we're good.